Hi, and welcome to the Balancing Act Dallas-Fort Worth edition. I'm Montel Williams. We're bringing you community stories and introducing you to businesses and people who are making a difference. So let's see who's making a difference right here in your neighborhood.
On this episode of The Balancing Act, we've got ways to help the homeless, ways to save for retirement, and much more.
Our next story really shows the difference giving back can make.
According to the National Alliance to End Homelessness, there were over 25,000 homeless people on any given night in 2019 in the state of Texas. Luckily, that number is slowly decreasing because of people like Pastor John Stout.
A lot of the misconception around homelessness is that they're addicts or they don't have jobs or they just need to go get a job. There's all mental illness. People kind of lump homelessness into this kind of a stereotype of what a homeless person is. And the truth is it could be anybody sitting on the bus next to you or at the restaurant next to you. And there's a lot of people you would never even know they were homeless.
Runner's Refuge takes a different approach to helping people in crisis. It's all about renewing dreams, restoring hope, and rebuilding lives.
I was working for another organization and I had a food truck and I was driving across the highway one day and I looked down and there were about 650 tents underneath the overpass. And I said, just kind of, in a prayer, God, somebody's gonna do something about that. There's got to be somebody who feeds them. And then it dawned on me, I'm in a food truck. The common model right now is housing first, but that doesn't touch the underlying cause. That just puts them in a house. There's underlying causes of the homelessness, and if we never look at that, then putting them in a house is not going to help them. They're going to end up homeless again. And so really the housing and model that we use allows us to add wraparound services to the housing. So we help them to get into a house, but we also help them with job skills, life skills, help them with identity recovery, and the things that they need to be able to move forward in life without falling back into homelessness.
A lot of organizations will go out there and try to say, oh, they don't have a home, give them a house and that fixes the problem. Or they'll say they're hungry, let's give them a meal and that fixes the problem. But that's just a piece of the problem. And so our goal is to build a relationship with those that we serve so that we can help see what their underlying causes is that's causing them to be homeless. We do lots of things to help what we call our outdoor friends, the homeless. On Saturdays, we offer a church service, which isn't what you would think of as a traditional church service. We set up tables outdoors and chairs outdoors and do an outdoor church service. But in addition to that, we serve breakfast, we serve lunch.
The biggest thing those at Runner's Refuge want you to know, it is possible to break the cycle of poverty and change your life.
There was a group of people that came one day, and I was sitting on the block. They pulled up and they posted up, and they started having a service, and then they would feed people.
Volunteering your time or donating money are two of the most effective ways to make a difference.
We're always looking for volunteers that can come out. Saturday's our big day. We're also looking for donations of different items that we can distribute out. And then, of course, funding, when you do something like this, is always at the forefront of our minds of, will we have enough money to continue servicing this population?
If you'd like to be part of the solution and help change your community, visit runnersrefuge.org or check out thebalancingact.com.
This next story will certainly help you with your finances. Time to learn more about protecting your greatest investment.
Have you ever thought about how much money you would need to retire comfortably? According to a recent study, 75% of people haven't properly planned for retirement.
It's very important for people to plan for retirement the day that they start working. Imagine contributing to a retirement plan 10, 20, or 30 years, what we find in our firm is the fact that people have put a plan in place later down the road, they're able to have retirement income and they're able to enjoy their retirement years, whether it's going out and traveling, being with their kids, putting their feet in the sand, whatever that means to the individual investor, that's really important to identify up front. You know, one of the challenges is there's so much information out there on the internet and so many people are into doing it themselves, you know, and that's a challenge right now because there's so much misinformation that's out there.
DeWitt Dunn Financial Services works to take the guesswork out of retirement planning.
So the typical process when we have a client that comes into our firm is to sit down with them and identify first what their goals and objectives are, and then we have them fill out a form to find out how much money you're contributing, when are you looking to retire, what kind of income you're looking to generate, and then we put a plan together for them based upon the risk tolerance level, and sometimes depending upon what they're looking for, we may make some suggestions to dial back their portfolio, or if they're a little bit younger, they may decide they want to take on more risk.
The real value with DeWitt & Dunn is the fact that we're able to really understand your goals and objectives, and our team and the resources that they provide will get you to where you need to be in retirement.
You know, Stephen, one of the challenges is that, you know, everybody's view and vision of retirement is different. That's why it's so important to sit down with an advisor that understands your goals and objectives. Being an independent firm, it's not like you walk in the door and all of a sudden there's a pie chart waiting for you. So it's a comprehensive, individualized plan. Everybody is different, but everybody needs to save for retirement.
Whether you're just starting out in the workforce or you're only a few years away from starting your next chapter, it's time to think about retirement.
Yeah, so the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you have an emergency fund for the what ifs in life. Obviously, with what we saw with COVID-19, it affected people in a negative way. So to have that emergency fund is the number one thing that you should start with. Second to that, it's important for you to contribute to a company-sponsored plan. A lot of times it's 401ks, 403bs for teachers, or even pension plans. This will give you the ability to take advantage of the match and hopefully create an income stream in retirement.
So being boutique, we're able to take a look at working with some companies that only allow the top advisors in the United States to work with them. It's really important with retirement planning to take a look at what your individual needs, goals, and objectives are and find a firm that can match up with that so then you can have a successful retirement later down the road. But that's not something that happens overnight.
It sure doesn't, and that's why it's so important for you to have a plan. And the plan is very easy. Pick up the phone, give us a call. We're able to sit down with you and truly try to understand your goals and objectives.
For more information, visit their website, DeWittandDunn.com, or watch this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Are you ready for something new? Take a look at this.
From its inception in 1973, the Dallas-Fort Worth Minority Supplier Development Council has been changing the landscape for ethnic minority businesses. By advocating for these companies and facilitating connections with larger corporations, they've made huge strides in the development of businesses throughout Dallas.
The Dallas-Fort Worth Minority Supplier Development Council was founded in 1973 by 7 CEOs that were looking at how to address the issue of social unrest in the Dallas area. We do 4 things. We certify minority-owned businesses, we help develop minority-owned businesses, we advocate on behalf of minority-owned businesses, and we connect minority-owned businesses to corporations and public sector agencies for business opportunities. Currently, we have 1,100 certified minority-owned businesses that represent Asian, Black, Hispanic, and Native American businesses.
So Toyota and about 70 other corporations are involved with the council because it's really their core business, and Toyota has our core business. The council provides the services and the expertise around supporting MBEs, and MBEs are vital to the economy. The importance of opening doors for MBEs is that they create jobs. Corporations work with MBEs, and MBEs really are entrepreneurs, and they have the ability to be nimble and innovative in ways that corporations sometimes struggle with.
Today, minorities own over 30% of business in the United States, and that number is always growing. The Minority Supplier Development Council helps those businesses in the Dallas-Fort Worth area grow and strengthen.
I got certified by the council as a minority-owned company back in the 1980s, over 30 years ago. And that has really helped us to have access to a lot of projects still today. We are going to be the Minority Supplier of the Year, and that's a very high honor for us to receive this recognition. It's very important for me, obviously, and my family, but it's so important for our employees and our workers to get recognition for all the effort they do every day.
People do business with people that they know, that they like, and they feel they have something in common with. That's all about relationships. And one of the key components of the council is providing that access so minority-owned businesses have the opportunity to build those relationships that can help build their business, but also build their client's business and provide solutions.
So sales and use tax and tax in general is traditionally a very white male-dominated industry. And we really rely on the council to help us to strengthen our networks and our connections to help us to thrive as entrepreneurs in this industry. There are many benefits of doing businesses with diverse entrepreneurs. For one, we are very innovative, we are thought leaders, and typically we can deliver a very nuanced and new way of thinking of an old problem.
For more information, visit their website, dfwmsdc.com, or check out our website, thebalancingact.com.
When legal aid is required, what you need most is someone you can trust, as we find out in this next story.
Your attorney is supposed to be your helping hand when understanding family law. It's all about what's fair and just.
Primarily people dealing with family law issues. Their spouse wants a divorce, they want a divorce, there's a custody issue, somebody wants to adopt a child, change the name of a child or an adult. I've done adult adoptions. It's just kind of anything family law related. I believe in Jesus Christ first and foremost, and I try and follow that belief, and we use that for empathy with the client. And we provide a care and a standard of excellence that I believe exceeds most other family lawyers. We just put our whole heart and effort into helping them resolve their issues as amicably as possible, when possible, but if not, I will go to court.
Dennis and his team at Saumier Law help people understand their rights and make sure you know your options.
I think what's really important is because they come to me usually confused and stressed, and I believe I give them a crash course on, I listen to them, listen to what they're going through. Different people, different sections of the family code will apply to them that didn't apply to the last consultation. So my job is to know what applies to their case, and then I give them a crash course on what law applies. I draw out an outline of the case, a timeline. I draw out the issues that they're dealing with legally, and then their facts will apply to those legal issues. And I just believe I have to educate them on what they're about to go through in a family law case so that they're not just bewildered as we move forward in the process. The word fair when it comes to family law and children is, in family law, the F word. The courts are not looking for necessarily just fairness, but best interest of the child. The adults are adults, they've made their choices, but the courts are there to protect the children because they're kind of the victims of the decisions of the adults when the family breaks down. So it's not necessarily a fair outcome, it's a just and right outcome, a best interest of child outcome, and our goal is to make sure our clients are satisfied with that outcome.
From 2019 to 2021, Saumier Law was named a top 10 family law attorney. It's their dedication to their clients and their families that sets them apart.
We put everything we have into fighting for our clients. After listening to them, I've often had to tell clients, I cannot have sympathy for you because I cannot get emotionally involved, but I can have all the empathy in the world so that we can passionately pursue the outcome you desire.
If you'd like more information, visit their website, saumierlaw.com, or check out our website, thebalancingact.com. When a loved one is diagnosed with a terminal illness, the stress and sadness can be overwhelming. But instead of focusing on the dying, families should concentrate on the final stages of living. Amity Hospice understands that hospice care isn't just for the patient, it's there to support the entire family.
Amity Hospice is approximately 9 years old, and we were thought of due to the fact that we wanted to change the way hospice care was delivered in the Metroplex. We wanted a more boutique-style hospice with individualized care and communication between the physicians who've been caring for the patient and our clinical team as they approach end of life. The definition of Amity is friendship, and we believe that as people approach the end of life, friendship and love is what they need, and that's how we came upon the name.
The first visit that I do in patients' homes, and I make it a point to try to do it at the patient's home. It's a comprehensive visit. Patients who are coming onto hospice, they have not just the hospice-related problem. They have multiple other medical problems too that need to be sorted out. So generally what I do is I review all their records. I try to bring in all the potential caregivers at the patient's bedside because they are part of the care team.
Everyone has a unique story to tell when it comes to hospice care. Everyone deserves someone to listen.
Every member is critical. It is a circle of care. We surround that patient, and we want to ensure that any aspect that we are able to assist with, that we can and that we do.
I think hospice social work is really unique in the sense that we are being invited into either by the client and or by the family, we're being invited to walk with them during this journey. So it's really a sacred time. It's a very private, intimate time. So it's just important, and the value of it really is just to assist clients and their families to navigate the unknown, really, the scary part of what to prepare for. I've been doing palliative and hospice for 8 years, and although those doctors are very specialized in what they do, experts at what they do, Dr. Hassan goes the extra mile by actually making house visits.
Hospice isn't just for the final days or weeks. Good hospice care starts months in advance.
What we're trying to do is the remaining time that a person has, and no one has a crystal ball to tell you exactly when that is going to happen, but whatever time you have left, to live that every day as comfortably as possible, surrounded by your family and friends, to do the important things that you need to do to wrap up your life.
Individualized plan of care is part of the hospice services that we provide, and the reason for that is everyone has different wants, wishes, and desires, how they want to spend the end of their life and what is important to them. It may be important for me to spend my time outside. It may be important to someone else that they want to just read scripture and be with their loved ones. People may want to have a lot of people around. People may not want to have people around. So we just meet them wherever they are and develop that based on the needs of the patient and family.
If you have a loved one that's ready to start living with Amity Hospice, visit their website, amityhospice.com, or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
That was amazing, and this is too.
A child dies from water-related illness every 21 seconds. And across the globe, more than 800 million people struggle to find proper food and nutrition. What if you could help?
Volunteering is huge. You know, each person can make such a major difference in the lives of someone else. The power of one individual is incredible.
Unto, the humanitarian ministry of Crew, helps millions of people by providing meals, clean water, and critical aid. Because of their partnership with Crew, they can reach into more than 190 countries.
Unto exists to express the kindness of Jesus through what we call our 3 R's. Relieving suffering, and that's what you think of when you think of the humanitarian work. But do it in a way that restores or provides dignity. And then through that, we get a chance really to do our 3rd R, revealing hope.
We have 3 programs at Unto. We have food and agriculture, clean water, and critical aid. Food and agriculture, we provide meals for people who are hungry in some of the toughest places on earth. We also provide seeds so that we teach them how to do gardens and with drip irrigation kits, and they can also produce not just enough for their family, but then they can sell those products. Clean water is another one. We do wells and well repairs. And then critical aid is kind of what you think of as humanitarian aid, right? That's basics, clothes and shoes. And one of our leading partners is Campus Crusade for Christ, Crew.
Crew happens to be the largest parachurch organization in the world. We have staff or volunteers in over 191 countries around the world.
For more than 25 years, expert trip leaders with Unto have taken more than 180 groups to 30 countries. With regular trips to different regions, a mission trip with Unto is an effective way to help spread humanitarian kindness.
Most of our trips, we focus on having about 6 to 12 participants. So we really like to focus on and emphasize that small trip experience. And by doing that, that not only helps people really connect with their team members, but it also allows them the opportunity to connect with the people that we're serving. Unto trips are a great opportunity for families, organizational teams, churches, or even just a group of friends. We like to make it very easy for you to sign up for a trip. In fact, we like to say it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. All you have to do is go to unto.com/trips, find the one that really kind of fits you, fits your needs. You can apply online. The application process is very short, very simple. And then finally, just tell a friend.
Unto is here to help you help others.
When we deliver aid, we're solving a problem that exists, not solving a problem we think exists. And it's all relationship based. So the relationships are going to last for generations.
Don't get discouraged by the need or by the vastness of the need. Think what would happen if each person decided, I'm going to do what I can to show kindness today to people far away and near. It will change the world.
For more information on Unto or to sign up for one of their mission trips, visit their website, unto.com, or check out our website, thebalancingact.com.
If you like that, you're going to love this.
Xtreme Travel is a host agency that is second to none. Their top priority is to shape and build your brand as a travel agent.
We handle a lot of huge groups for corporations or maybe church functions, family reunions, but we're also, we're a host company. And when I say a host company, we host travel agents, we furnish websites and other things they need to be in business. And we have Xtreme Travel University where we can teach and train people how to become a travel agent. Some people will go through the course in literally 7 to 10 days. Some people may take 2 months. They can work at their own pace, but everything is online. And when they're finished, we kind of hold their hand through their first few bookings, and then they're off to the races.
Their goal is to create the best travel agents that will rock the market. They have a fine-tuned strategy that helps lead their agents towards success.
We furnish their website, we furnish their marketing tools, we help them with any questions. Some of them will become a destination specialist. Maybe they just want to do golf or the Caribbean or Bermuda or maybe just cruises. So we help them in all of those different ways, but we also help them by weekly webinars where we have different suppliers. It might be Carnival, it might be Royal Caribbean, it could be Sandals Resorts. We just had them on. But we try to find ways to help the agent stay and know everything that's happening right now in travel so that they can, utilize it to book a lot of travel and help their friends and family. The good news is we pay out some of the top commissions. Our first tier agents, when they first go through their training, they're eligible for 75% of the commission we're paid on the travel. As they increase their volume of sales, they can work their way up to 85%, and in some cases even 95%. But what we do that's really unique, we allow someone to create their own team of travel agents. So maybe you own a brick and mortar, but you don't want the overhead anymore of the rent and the lease. You can come with us, bring your agents, and we'll still pay you a 5% override on what they earn in selling travel.
I actually was interested in becoming a travel agent about 6 years ago when I was finishing up a semester of college. I was just looking for a new way to make money and a new career path to take when I heard about Xtreme Travel through one of my good friends, and it offered me all three.
They even teach the next generation of agents to be the best of the business through their internship programs.
I started when I was in college, went through the training as a college student, and then eventually, grew that career to interview for the corporate position. And now I'm the travel manager, and it's offered me a lot of great opportunities.
Once you send in your registration and you would like to interview to become a travel agent with us, once we approve you, everything is online.
One of their goals is to make it easy to achieve your goals.
For me personally, Xtreme has been the best opportunity of my life. And now the best part of my job is helping new agents learn and navigate their new careers, and they're building their new businesses.
Your knowledge and your experience is going to help you travel the world. It's going to let you have a lot of fun, and it's going to help you make extra income.
It's actually an incredible opportunity to create memories for families, or even if it's, traveling for work, to be able to help people and families take that stress off of them, and you can book all of the travel for them. So they just have to show up and have a great time is really inspiring to me.
For more information about Xtreme Travel, visit xtremetravel.com or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Thanks so much for joining us on this local edition of The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.